This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now, lock in, let's go. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas.
Blood Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Blood Addicts
You
Music
know
Group.
what time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now, lock in, let's go. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas.
Blood Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Blood Addicts Music
You know
Group.
what time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now, lock in, let's go. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we watching Maas. Real shit, street shit, man, we call on Maas.
Blood Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? And y'all already know it's Friday night. It's the nasty night. It's the sex show. It's the first sex show in a month. It's because I've been going to different events on Friday, so I haven't had a chance to do the sex show. And tonight's show is kind of controversial. Controversial from the standpoint of heterosexual men seem to not be enough for today's modern woman. For some reason. Not sure why. But tonight, we're going to talk about something that just keeps popping up on Facebook, keeps popping up on Instagram, keeps popping up on YouTube. And I just thought it was time to have a conversation about it because it seems like it's very prevalent right now. And what I'm talking about is women and bisexual men. Yeah, women and bisexual men. Apparently, there are lots of women who prefer dating a bisexual man. So, you know me, I'm always going to push it to the limit. So that's why tonight's topic is women and bisexual men, the new it couple. And before y'all say I'm putting these people on this picture out there, that is the picture from like the Big House, some show, the Big House UK, and this is the bisexual house. So these are the people that live in the bisexual Big House in the UK. So before anybody says I'm putting somebody out there. This is their picture. And I know some of y'all are already thinking just like me. Why would a woman want a bisexual man? Or even when did this become a thing? I know the judgment is real loud out there. I know it is. But we don't judge here. Everybody's opinion is warranted. Is yeah. You can think how you want to. But here's the thing. A lot of women are saying bisexual men bring something different to the table. They say they're more honest. They say that they are more emotionally intelligent. And this is women saying this. They say they're open, they're more freedom, they're open to different things. And the women say that bisexual men have less of an ego. Less of an ego. Hey, Camille. And I've had some conversations with a few of my female friends. And for the most part, they said that they couldn't date a bisexual man. And there was one friend who said that she actually said that a bi man understands her needs better than a straight man ever did. I couldn't believe it. Because for one, I wouldn't think that the person that I asked would have dated a bisexual man. She didn't seem like the type that would have to, I say settle. You're settling. If a woman is dating a bisexual man, she's settling. Because she's sharing. But women have so much to say about heterosexual men having more than one woman. But then you have these women that say that they would date a bisexual man. And if you're dating a bisexual man, you're sharing. So why would you share with a man that wants to share himself with another man as opposed to, and this is for people that, are into it. Why would you share yourself with a man that's sharing himself with a man instead of sharing yourself with a man that deals only with women? But just listen, I'm just the messenger tonight. I'm just the messenger, so pay attention to me, but don't pay attention to me. But let's also be real about the situation. There's still a stigma with bisexual men, down low men. There's still confusion because there has to be some type of confusion if you can't decide if you want a man or a woman. So that's some confusion. And then there's fear. Because if you're a woman and you're dealing with a bisexual man, there's a chance that you could catch a communicable disease. And the disease of same-sex men is HIV and AIDS. So I want to talk to the women tonight because I want to know from the women who would date a bisexual man, why would you subject yourself to, just like I said, being with the man that's going to share himself with another man? So we're going to talk about it tonight. Because for generations, society has told us that men fit into one little box. The little box y'all put us in: providers, security. Anything outside that box, judge, label, pushed aside. But now, in the end of 2025, going into 2026, something is shifting. And I have some videos from TikTok. We're gonna look at some TikTok videos tonight. Some women who are for it, and some women who are most definitely not for it. But like I said, something is shifting, and the shift is in women because women are, I guess, choosing what actually works for them, not what the world has traditionally told them what a woman is supposed to like. And the bisexual men, they're stepping into the spotlight with confidence instead of, hiding in the shadows because, I guess they're like, if a woman is gonna accept me and be in a relationship with me knowing that I want to date men also, hey, why not be open with it? But we're gonna get to the bottom of why women think bisexual men could be better partners for them, or is this just some hype? Is this some hype that the media and the powers that be are trying to push on women as an acceptance of homosexuality more as I don't know. I guess black men, we aren't eligible dating partners, but a gay man could be a dating partner for you. Maybe it's the media that's trying to push this to make homosexual men more desirable to women. I don't know. Let's talk about it. I'm trying to. Some stuff is not meant for me to understand, but I'm trying to understand why a woman would date a bisexual man. And that's coming from a heterosexual man. So maybe it's just something that it's not meant for me to understand. But I want some of the ladies out there to try to help me understand, or I want some of the ladies out there to reinforce why they still want a heterosexual man. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Facebook, on Twitch, on Instagram, and my people's watching on the Freak TV in Nigeria, in South Korea. Maybe some people in North Korea are watching too. I don't know. But the lights are out there, so most likely not. And most definitely, my people's right here on YouTube, the MA family, and the people who've joined in to join this conversation tonight. So, Bud Files. Hey, Bud Files, man. Bud Files came through last night when I was, late night gaming with Maas. I was on the battlefield last night. The Bud Files came through late night too. Keep it written for a few minutes. But yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight. Women dating bisexual men. Is this the future? Is this the future of dating? Because since all this stuff has been popping up on my timeline, I've been doing some research like I usually do. And what I've come to find out is that there is a subculture of women. There's a subculture of women who like dealing. They call them bottom men. So these women like strapping up and penetrating these men. Kind of weird. It is weird. But what is normal in today's society. But I think it's weird. This is just me. My opinions and my thoughts are expressly mine. But I think it's kind of weird that a lady would put a strap up on and want to penetrate a man, and then that's your boyfriend. That's the masculine part of your relationship. How could a woman respect a man who she has penetrated? I guess that's where there's a disconnect. That's me. That's me. And y'all already know how we talk on here. We talk real, we talk free, we talk candid. We're not crass. We try to use medical terms as much as possible. But these are things that we need to talk about. We live in a society that's changing. HIV and AIDS numbers are up. I mean, chlamydia. We've had discussions on the sex show about Houston and Atlanta and other cities, and about how there really is a renaissance, and it's not a good renaissance, but a renaissance of sexually transmitted diseases that's running rampant through Houston and Atlanta. Amongst other cities, there was a top 10 that was put out, but Houston and Atlanta have really, really been in the news. Houston more because they have taken over like the Freaknik type activities with this thing called Mocha Fest. And last year at the Mocha Fest, people were having oral sex on each other in the public. There's many videos of it all across Instagram, YouTube, and all different types of places. Hey, Dark Star, how you doing? So I wanted to talk about this because I keep seeing these videos, and lots of women are saying that they prefer to date bisexual men. And I'm posing this question because the women have to answer this question. Because we hear so much, men who make under $100,000 are given so much flack. They're not good enough. They're not man enough, amongst things. But women complain about men being cheaters and men trying to have more than one woman and things of that nature. But a woman would openly put herself in a relationship with the man that 100% you're going to have to share yourself with him because he's bisexual. And not that he's even looking for other women, he's looking for men. So I'm trying to understand this, and I'm trying to have an open mind. I'm trying to, because I can't get into the mind of a woman. I'm not that strong. But I'm trying to understand how a heterosexual man can have all of these. I mean, but and the question I would ask these women is, do these bisexual men, do they make six figures? Do they have is everything taken covered? Is there something what is different about a bisexual man in terms of, I'm trying to understand. I can't understand, but I'm trying to understand because heterosexual men are given so much flack about not making enough money, not doing this, not doing that, not being man enough, not stepping up, not chasing, not going to the right restaurant for dinner, not having the right car, not dressing the right way, just not being right in really any situation. There was a lady that put a video out. She was complaining about the guys not not dressing like gangsters and sagging the pants and wearing quarter zips, sweaters, and dressing like gentlemen. The lady that said this was crazy. This was corny. She wants to do the. Yeah, I didn't really understand. I'm trying to understand because men are defined by their masculinity, and I'm trying to understand what is masculine about a man who dates men. And I'm not saying that. And I'm Dark Star said it's about dominance. It's about dominance. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Is it because? Is it one of those things where you can have your cake and eat it too, where y'all can have intercourse, and then you can do what you get to do it. And my question is, the women that date bisexual men, do they look at them as masculine? And I know there's different types of gay men. Some men are or more masculine, and some men are more feminine. But I'm trying to figure out. So, are the women dating the more masculine by men, or are they dating the more feminine by men? I'm trying to process this, but I need some interaction from the ladies, and particularly the ladies that would entertain dating a bisexual man. I put a poll up tonight, and I said, ladies, and this question was for the ladies. Men, there will be a question that the men can answer a little later, but right now the question is for the ladies. And one of the questions I said is, ladies, would you date a bisexual man? And 75% of the women said no, they would not. 25%. So that's 3 women said no, they would not date a bisexual man, and 1 woman said she would. Kind of the same percentages of my female friends that I talked to when I was talking to them about doing the show. Same, yeah. Well, it was two out of the 3 ladies that I talked to said they wouldn't, and 1 said she would. So, and I'm not going to put the lady on the spot who said that she would date a bisexual man, but is it about being the dominant person in the relationship? We 23 minutes into the show. In 7 minutes, I'm going to cut YouTube and Instagram off so y'all can come over and join the conversation, because the conversation is starting to heat up. Dark Star said it's about dominance. Dominance is the reason that a woman would want to date a bisexual man. So is this a situation where the man wants to be dominated? Dark Star says she does not date bisexual men. She's not crazy. Okay, maybe she is a little crazy. But So we've got dominance. It's one aspect why a woman would date a bisexual man. Dominance. And maybe it's not this. Maybe it's not the sexual aspects of it. Maybe the woman is asexual and she just really wants to be in a relationship, but she doesn't want to have sex a lot. And if she's dating a man that wants to be with men, maybe he will want to have sex with her less. Is that the type? Am I wrong in looking at the situation like that, where maybe the woman is less sexual and maybe doesn't want to be penetrated, but she wants to do some penetration, and maybe the give that she gives is that she'll be with a man that's bisexual because he's probably less inclined to want to have sex. I'm just throwing stuff out there because I'm trying to rationalize something that I don't see as rational. That's me. That's me. Okay. Dark Star said a woman will dominate a bisexual man psychologically. I think that a woman could dominate a heterosexual man psychologically. I'm trying, you all. I'm trying to understand why a heterosexual man isn't good enough, but a bisexual man is good. And my standing question to the ladies is do these women? Okay, so Dark Star, I'll ask you because you're having conversation. The woman that's dating, does she look at that man? A woman that's dating a bisexual man, does she look at that man as masculine? Control. Does a woman that dates a bisexual man look at him as being masculine? And the reason I'm saying this is because this is in the news now. With Diddy, Puff Daddy, with everything that's going on with Puff Daddy, I guess people are more comfortable to say that they are open to that. I'm trying to understand. I really am. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, y'all. I want a lady to make me understand how this. Okay, so no, she doesn't see the man as being masculine. So a woman that's dating a bisexual man, she sees herself as the masculine, as the dominant individual in the relationship. Shouts out to everybody who's watching on Facebook and on Instagram, but I need y'all to come over here and join the conversation with us. Come on, y'all. Come join the conversation. And to my people on Twitch too. Come join the conversation. So, in the bigger scheme of things, masculinity is not as important to some women as it is to women who deal with heterosexual men. Can we say that? Can we say that women who deal with bisexual men see them as less masculine than how a woman that deals with the heterosexual man views a man? So I'm trying to see, and see, this gets to my point of, if she's dominating him and she sees herself as the dominant one, where does the respect come? Where does the respect for the man come from a woman that deals with a bisexual man? Where is the respect? And so is the respect from the man to the woman? I'm trying to, because with the masculine man, there's a level of respect that a woman gives a man for his masculinity. So I'm asking, for a woman that deals with a bisexual man, where is the respect factor coming from? Because in a relationship, there must be a respect factor. And for a woman that deals with a bisexual man, where does the respect factor come from? It's the opposite. So it's the man, the bisexual man, that has the respect factor towards the woman. Is that what we're saying? So the respect is not on the woman. The respect is on the man. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to, from a heterosexual point of view and lifestyle, I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand this. And I'm going to play this video in a second. Okay. So the woman does not, in this dynamic of a woman dating a bisexual man, the woman has no respect quotient for the man. It's the opposite. So you're saying it's an opposite dynamic, where the respect factor is from the man to the woman. I gotta make a drink for this conversation. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta make a drink for this conversation. This conversation might be longer than, yeah. And this is a toast. This is a toast conversation. This ain't a wood for reserve conversation. This is a toast conversation. Toast. If you have not had Basil Hayden toast, get you some. Yeah, you don't need but one drink. You just need one. Yeah. You're not gonna drink too many drinks. It does its purpose. Okay. Dark Star said it's like the single mother and her. So basically, she's treating this bisexual man like a son husband. I'm at a loss, and there's not too many conversations that's gonna put me at a loss, but I'm at a loss in this conversation. I am today years old when I'm learning all this stuff. So the bisexual man is looking towards the woman for everything. I'm trying to understand this. They're both codependent. I would say that they're both codependent. She's dependent on him for being able to exude her dominance over him. A woman, I guess she gets her pleasure out of pleasuring him. Y'all know what we do here on the Sexual Adult Conversation with Maas. We talk about the things that people won't talk about on their shows. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Because I need to understand. I need to understand. I'm gonna play this video for a couple seconds to see if it, because I'm not sure why, but a lot of these videos they won't play. They won't play. He's codependent and she's a narcissist. Okay. So this first video we got is a lady that lives in Atlanta, and she's going to give her aspect of it. So I'm going to play this for a couple seconds, and I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat if you all can hear it.
It's probably gonna sound real controversial, but it is what it is. From now on, especially living here in LA.
Can you all hear that? Okay, I guess you can.
When I go out and I meet men and they approach me or I approach them, I'm going to ask them, are they bi, straight, or gay? And the reason why is because I'm just seeing way too many posts where there are bisexual men saying that they don't think that they should have to tell us that they're bisexual off top. Tell us, and when I say us, I mean women that prefer heterosexual men. Like, if you feel like you shouldn't tell me off top because that's your private life and you're going to live it how you want, but you're trying to integrate your private life into my private life. You're trying to integrate with me. So if you want to integrate with me and be into my life, I need to know what I'm dealing with. And if I prefer not to deal with that, that's my choice and I have the right to do that. And I'm tired of everybody trying to make us feel bad for wanting a heterosexual man. Like, if I want a man who don't sleep with other men, there's nothing wrong with that. Just like, you want to date both men and women, there is nothing wrong with that. Do that. But just know some of us women don't want to date a man who wants both. And there is nothing wrong with that. It's called a preference. Just like you having a preference, we have a preference. We don't want to go out. We don't want to date. We don't want to waste your time. And we don't want you to waste our time. It's just, I don't care if you take me out 5, 6, 7 times and I like you. The minute I find out you're bisexual, I'm not interested. So now you've wasted time and I have too. We wasted all this time talking and doing all this stuff, getting to know each other, when we could have just known from the jump we're not going to work. But instead, it's like y'all feel like it's comfortable to manipulate us into having some type of emotion and going out. And then when we don't want to deal with that, now we're the bad guy because that's not what we want. Like, come on. That don't make no sense whatsoever. And I'm not trying to say that you got to walk around here with "I am bi" written on your shirt.
And the reason that I played this video first is because of the dynamic that Dark Star said. Because she said that the women are dominant, but this lady is talking, and the way that she's talking, the bisexual men that are coming to her don't seem that they are submissive. I'll say that. And that's just how I'm viewing this. Now, I could be wrong.
But at the same time, when you know you're dealing with a woman who has never dated a bi man, I feel like that's something you should tell her before y'all go out on a date. Sorry. I want to know before I go out. Because if I find out after we go out, I'm going to be more upset about that. Because, baby, I didn't want to go with a bi man. Sorry.
So, ladies, should a man tell you from the jump that he's bi? Dark Star said that's why she doesn't date bisexual women. It's a preference. Don't waste her time. I think I think people should be open, because I don't think a person that's not open with you, that's not your friend. It's not your friend. And any relationship is all based off of, relationship is based off of friendship. Friendship is the number one building block. So if there's no friendship, nothing else will work. Nothing else will work.
Okay. This topic I've heard a couple of times. People discussing it, and I guess because I live in Atlanta, it's a very popular situation.
And most of the videos on this line of dating bisexual men are women in Atlanta. There were some videos of people in Houston as well, but Atlanta was dominant on these videos.
Here, because we are known for Atlanta having a lot of homosexuals here. And what I'm trying to figure out, or my discussion or question is like bisexual men. I know a lot of people are iffy about that. Let me see. I need to put something on my lips. I hate when my lips are dry.
Okay, put something on your lips. Why go into a relationship?
So, bisexual men. Because you have a lot of men who are on the DL, especially black men, because it's not really accepted in our society and they're so in our community, and it's so ridiculed. And I guess black men feel because they're a minority already as being black men.
To know like whether you would or not date a bisexual man, pros and cons.
A woman dating a bisexual man. All pros, no cons. They know how to treat women better in every way, from physically, emotionally, and even sexually. That is data-backed science. So let me give you all the reasons, according to psychology and sexology, of why women do hesitate to date bisexual men. It's not about the men, it's about the internal world. Ready? Internalized homophobia. This is something that a lot of people do not believe that they have, but under examination, you will reveal where the correlation goes. So you can absolutely be open-minded and also have parts of you that believe that if you equate bisexuality to queerness, and queerness equates to less masculinity, and less masculinity equates to cultural conditioning that believes that the heteronormative way of masculinity is more appealing. Unpack.
That's what I asked you all. That was the first question I asked. Do women who date bisexual men look at them as being more or less masculine? Now, she's about to tell you from a woman's perspective.
That shit. 2, fear of competition from both genders. So twice the options, twice the threat to emotional security. 3, monogamy myths, falsely believing that bisexuality is inherently non-monogamous and that's threatens somebody's attachment. 4,
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. This bisexual, and I talked about this in the beginning, is so I don't agree with what she's saying, because how can a bisexual person be monogamous? I don't agree with her on that. How can a bisexual person be monogamous? It's Good and Plenty said, I'd much rather have a choice. Please tell me if you are bisexual. I would, Dark Star, I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that, but you can say that. You can say that. I'm okay. We'll continue with you saying that. We'll continue.
inadequacy complex. This is where a woman will fear that she can't fulfill.
But so you agree with me, Dark Star? There's no way that a bisexual person could be monogamous unless they were in a throuple. Am I correct? That is the only way that you could be monogamous, is if you're in a throuple with 2 men and a woman. Would that be considered monogamous? I'm asking some tough questions, you all. I'm asking some tough questions. Is a throuple monogamy? A throuple meaning 3 people in a relationship. Is a throuple monogamous? I'll continue the video and I'll let y'all think on it. Is a throuple monogamous?
all his needs because there's certain needs that she believes only a man can fulfill. 5, cultural shame conditioning. Clearly, this is the ideology of what is acceptable within the partner in the heteronormative script, and then believing that bisexuality challenges all of that.
It does. We're going to skip it.
6, ego.
Let's talk gay real quick, y'all. I might cut y'all out too. I don't know yet.
Damn, she
I
might
seen
cut
this video
y'all
of
out.
this dude saying that it's not a preference because you don't want to date bisexual men. Do we not know what preferences are? It's being in favor of something or a person over another. So if a straight woman is in favor of straight men over bisexual men, that's a preference. What the fuck are y'all talking about right now? What the fuck are y'all talking about right now? Y'all love to make these long ass in-depth videos of why straight women should date bisexual men. When in reality, a lot of straight women don't want to be with no man that be fucking men. That's it, that's all. I mean, you get your feelings about it, whatever the fuck you can,
Coming from a woman.
Bisexual people, yeah, you can say that or whatever the fuck, but that's just you being in your feelings because nobody want to date you because you date both genders. That's all it is. Nobody hates y'all. You know, nobody hates you because you're bisexual. They just don't want to date you because you date both genders, and that's okay. That's just like a lesbian not wanting to date a bisexual girl because she deals with men too. That's okay. That's a preference. What the fuck are we talking about right now? And then here y'all go. Here go the bisexual men. We like women too, though, so I don't understand what the problem is. The problem is not an issue. It's not a problem. It's just the fact that they don't want to deal with you because you've been with men. That's it.
I agree 100% with what she said. I'm learning some stuff today. But ladies, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Y'all gotta explain how a heterosexual man ain't enough, but a bisexual man is enough. We still gotta talk about this. Let's go to the next video.
Dated a bisexual man before?
I have not. Openly bisexual, no. But I feel like there's a lot of men who are under the table.
Dated a bisexual man before?
I have not. Openly bisexual, no.
Yo, I seen her name is Yvonne Orgy. Okay. So she's 39 years old, she's a virgin, okay? And they posted her in the shade room because she did an interview and then she was speaking about being a virgin, 39, okay. And there was a comment that this chick put under, and she was like, girl, you're not missing out on anything because all these guys are bisexual and have mommy issues. And it had like 17,000 likes when I saw it. And a bunch of women were like, yes, this is true. Yes. Oh my God, girl, speak, preach, preach. And it's like, if you don't know how to use your mind, you might be like, damn, all these guys is bisexual in this world now. But then when it click, you're like, oh, no, all these girls talking about preach, preach are into bisexual men. They into bisexual men and they into dudes who have mommy issues. You know, you attract what you want. So you can't blame, there's millions of men in this world, you know? So if all you've been dating is bisexual men and men with mommy issues, you got to look in the mirror. It's you. That's what you want. That's what you like. How you keep attracting bisexual men? That's what you want. This is what you desire. So y'all complaining about what y'all want. And, you know, when I saw it, I was like, yo, that's very, very interesting and something that, you know, needs to be talked about. I'm starting to believe that a lot of black women love bisexual men, and I want to know why. Let's have this dialogue.
Why do a lot of black women like bisexual men? Why do a lot of black women like bisexual men? Do you all believe that you attract, like he said, the people that are attracted to you are what you're looking for? So you find people where they're at in terms of what you like? Do you all believe that? That if a woman wants to be dogged out, that she's going to attract doggish men? Or that if a man is looking for women with hoish tendencies, he's going to attract women with hoish tendencies? Do you all believe that?
Must be living under a motherfucking rock because I just found out that there's some straight women that's prefer bisexual men. What the fuck? I mean, truly to each his own, but this is all new to me. I didn't know it was a such thing as like a woman wanting to be with a bisexual man or even a gay man. I mean, but my question would be, would a gay man even want to be with a woman? I mean, that don't scare you?
Yeah, that don't scare y'all?
I don't know about that. Are there any women out here that has ran across this video that can explain to me, like, why you know, you would want to have a bisexual man or be with a gay man? Like, what is it about them that, like, that turns you on? Must be.
I'm engaged to a bisexual man. Of course he doesn't think washing his ass is gay. I'm engaged to a bisexual man. Of course y'all think I'm his beard, even though that man worships my dirty drawers. I'm engaged to a bisexual man. Calling him pretty is not an insult. I'm engaged to a bisexual man. No, I'm not doing no fucking bending. I'm engaged to a bisexual man. He's not obsessed with being a man in a relationship. He just is.
She says she ain't doing no bending.
I'm engaged to a bisexual man, and your disapproval of that is not my fucking problem. I'm engaged to a bisexual man.
She's engaged to a bisexual man. Is she settling? Is a woman that's dating a bisexual man, is she settling? Even if it's what she wants, is she settling? Because she's messing with somebody that's not going to be 100% for her. Is a woman that dates a bisexual man settling? Let me know, y'all. Let me know.
Hello. And this is part 1 of how I started a relationship with a bisexual man, not knowing.
Exactly, Dark Star. She said she wasn't doing no bending, so I guess he's the one doing the bending. Get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here.
Y'all have to start telling people the life that y'all live, the things that y'all are into. Because there's some people that will really date y'all, but there's some people that just really won't.
I have a connection to a woman that's just like, and maybe this is just me, but nothing compares when you had a good night, good food, good drinks, you know, the vibes is good, y'all get home, and she say, unzip me. And then she do, y'all got this little like over the shoulder look, you like, you know, and then everything fall, and you like, oh, okay. I don't know what it is. It's just explosive. Oh. I have a connection.
Those are crazy, y'all.
Like I said in my tweet, I dated 2 bisexual men. I got good gator, okay? All right. And, you know, it's one of them things where that's something that's so specific to the situation. It's so specific to the bond. It really just depends on what the bond is about. Because when you love people, you love their spirit, you love their essence, you love who they really are, and you care about what happens to them. So, you know, sometimes, depending on what's going on, okay, you just gonna have to look the other way and pray they still go to heaven. The same way you would pray for a relative that.
Ladies, are y'all messing with a Batman and looking away when he goes and messes with the men and just acting like everything's cool when he comes home? I'm trying to understand, y'all. Trying to understand. Okay, we got some more votes. We got 14% of ladies say yes, they would date a bisexual man. 71% to say no, they would not date a bisexual man. And 14% to say depends on his honesty. I guess there's one vote for each of those. One yes and one maybe if he's honest. Okay, ladies. Okay. Hey, okay. Back to this lady.
Dealing with drug addiction. If you got a relative that's on that dope, you gonna hope that they kick the habit. Or, you know, God has.
You knew that he was bisexual. Okay, so yeah, I stitched my own video. You know why? Because I have a follow-up question for you guys. I want you to go back and check out the original video. But what was fascinating was the racial divide. How many white women said yes, they would be willing, and how many black women or women of color would say no, they would not be willing to. Now, I personally think this deserves more conversation and a more
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Pull up on me, fuck me good, and take me back to your house.
I searched to find the love within.
You the one, I like the way you shove it all in my mouth.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Pull up on me, fuck me good, and take me back to your house.
I searched to find the love within.
You the one. I like the way you shove it all in my mouth.
That goals and shit. And he's talking about he loved the way dude shove it in his mouth.
Why not, love? Being bisexual just means that the person attracted to men and women. It doesn't mean that they're only attracted to straight men and women or gay men and women or bi men and women, just men and women. When they see a man or a woman, they say, oh, I'm attracted to you both, depending upon who they are. So that's who they would most likely be dating. That's I'm lost. Like, there's no difference between a straight man and a bi man. Like,
hold up. Wait a minute, goddammit. There is a difference between a heterosexual man and a bi man. We're not going to listen to this fool. This fool just said that there's no difference between a bisexual man and a heterosexual. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. So I don't know what he's talking about. Some stuff's not meant for me to understand, and I don't understand that because it's a big difference between me and a bisexual.
you think because that man had sex with a man, he's contaminated or some shit? Like,
yeah, he contaminated. His booty is loose. That muscle, yeah.
he's still the same man. He a man.
Ladies, this question is for the ladies. Ladies, is a bisexual man and a heterosexual man the same? Is a bisexual man and a heterosexual man the same? I need the ladies. And ladies, if you are watching this after the live show, I need you to put in the comments. Is a bisexual man and a heterosexual man the same? I need the ladies to answer that. My answer is kind of biased, and I don't want to come off as biased and saying that yes, I'm different than a bisexual man. So I like for the ladies to interject. Is there a difference, ladies, or are bisexual men and heterosexual men the same? Kimberly Jackson said, hell no. Damn, my dude said bisexual men and heterosexual men are the same. I digress. Let's continue.
His parts still work the same. His mind still work the same. His heart still work the same. It's a man. Just like as a straight man, I'm attracted to women. I don't know if they're gay, bi, or not. When I see them, if I see it and I'm attracted to them, I'm attracted to them. So I'm thinking if you're attracted to men, you're attracted to men.
Ladies, I'm gonna let y'all handle that. I'm gonna let the ladies. I'm gonna let the ladies handle. This fool said bisexual men and heterosexual men are the same. He's trying to justify his good and plenty said he's trying to justify his bend. Okay.
I love dating bi men. I'm dating one now, but as a bi woman, I still struggle with internalized homophobia. Do you have any?
Hold on. He said he dates a bi man as a bi man, and then he said, but as a straight woman. Hold on. These people not making sense, y'all.
I love dating bi men. I'm dating one now, but as a bi woman, I still struggle with internalized homophobia. Do you have any advice? Thank you so much for trusting me with your question. Let's talk about it. In your other comments, you also explained how part of this is
females. Would y'all leave y'all boyfriend if y'all found out that he played for the other team? Because I just feel like females.
He plays for the other team.
Be so gay. Females be so lesbian out. It's so crazy. But if you find out your man is gay, you want to leave him and he all kinds of F words and G words. I mean, sis, don't be mad, sis. You got 2 boyfriends. That's twice the fun for you.
He's justifying his gayness by saying, ladies, it's better because you got 2 boyfriends. Going down the
I
rabbit hole
absolutely
there.
love women who like bisexual men. I think it's such a rare and thing because a lot of women are not into it. But the funny thing is, a lot of women who don't like bisexual men don't even know that they're dating bisexual men.
I got Red Fox, my
No,
drink.
but it's I love women
He's
who
bougie.
love
Go ahead.
bisexual men because the first girl I dated, she I was open and honest with her, and I told her that I do go both ways, and she loved it. And she, fortunately for me, she was one of those women that love bisexual men. But I love it, and I feel like y'all so kinky because you guys love watching a man get it on with another man. Y'all freaky.
Ladies, do y'all like watching men getting it on with other men? Let's continue.
I have a question for the girls and the gays.
Oh, no. The voice got me, y'all. I'm sorry.
Why is it so hard or like an issue to date bisexual men? What is
Do the ladies who like dating bisexual men date men that look like this?
the unappeal there? Because I've heard several gay men say that there's like an issue with dating bisexual men, like they're not really into it, or women saying
Or am I wrong? Is that a lady? I hope I didn't say something wrong.
that they're not into bisexual men or men who openly are pansexual and sexually fluid,
That's
etc.
a
Like,
man.
what's the issue with that? I'm genuinely curious because I'm on the other side where I think that dating bisexual and pansexual men is the way to go, whether you're a cis woman, a trans woman, or anywhere LGBTQ plus, etc. Like, especially like more so for more feminine gay men. Dating a bisexual, pansexual man is literally like, I don't know. It's like low-key a hidden gem, and I'm so glad I
Bisexual man is a hidden gem.
discovered that years ago, and I haven't looked back. Like, most of the men that I date or prefer to date are usually bisexual, pansexual men openly. So, you know.
Hold on. Is this a lady? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused, y'all. Is this a lady? It's a man. Hold on. Ladies.
For more feminine gay men, dating a bisexual, pansexual man is literally like, I don't know. It's like low-key a hidden gem, and I'm so glad I discovered that years ago, and I haven't looked back. Like, most of the men that I date or prefer to date are usually bisexual.
Or is this just a tough lady? Damn, I feel bad now.
Pansexual men openly.
But ain't none of y'all saying nothing.
I just think it's great.
What
So
is
I'm
this?
curious. I have a question for the girls and the gays. Why is it so hard?
Have you ever dated a guy who's bisexual? You would.
Yeah. If a guy's gonna date a girl that's bisexual, I feel like there's not much of a difference there. Unless I'm wrong.
Podcast almost ended just now. We're gonna try to keep it going. Girl gay and guy gay is different. We don't really expect women to have any real standards or decency. That's why, like, y'all do all kind of stuff, and we're like, all right. Just like baby over here, she was like, you know, I had this girl walk up, she grabbed my face and kissed me, and I was like, that's like assault. But if a guy does it, it's assault because we expect males to be responsible.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated a guy who's bisexual? You would.
Yeah. If a guy's gonna
Bisexual boyfriend problems.
Because if you're dating a guy and you go to a party and you think he's straight, okay, you're in a straight relationship, and a girl is there and she doesn't have a partner and she's being kind of flirty, you're like, okay, bitch, like, step back. But then if your dude's bisexual, it's like every guy, every person that he goes, I'm going to play baseball, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to be with my friend.
Oh, right, sports.
If you are a little bit of a
Sports.
jealous person,
Right.
how do you know that he's like, and then,
Well,
and then he
the
comes
solution
home
to
that
that-
night and he has no, energy left to screw you. And you're like, what did you do at
that correct, ladies?
soccer?
But this is
You're a
conflating.
little worst case scenarioing it, Heather.
This is conflating being untrustworthy with being bisexual, and the two things
Oh, these
have
white
nothing to
ladies
do
are
with each
funny.
other.
Right.
Also,
Okay. So, but
to
if
me,
you're
I'm
an
like,
untrustworthy person, don't you think it would be more difficult?
But
I'll
just
say?
don't date an
Everything's difficult when you're
untrustworthy
untrustworthy. If
Yeah.
I was going to say, what needs to happen in that scenario is that person needs to work on their jealousy issues.
Okay.
Bisexual.
And like, I don't think I personally could date someone bisexual.
Why not?
My brother's bisexual. He says the best sex comes from a man. If he was like, I will be with a woman and I would cheat on her with a man, but if I'm with the man, I'm not cheating on the man. Almost every bisexual man that I know says that sex is better with a man. They get nastier, they like lick armpits and like stuff like that. I'm not licking nobody's armpit. And like, I don't.
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
And not all. Bitch, no, the fuck? Because their sexuality, but it's like.
Did he say all? Did he say all? When she said I don't date bisexual men, he be left at the party. He be left at the. Oh man, hey ladies, y'all wild. Ladies are wilder than I knew ladies were wild. I didn't know y'all was this wild.
Would you date a bisexual
Coming up
man?
on an hour and 15 minutes into the show. Hit the like.
No.
Okay.
And not all. Bitch, no, the
He
fuck?
was hurt. He was hurt when she said that she wouldn't date a bisexual. Watch his face, y'all. I guess he's bi. Damn, it's a whole bunch of bi.
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
And not all. Bitch, no, the fuck? Because their sexuality, but it's like. You like men too. I want somebody who just solely likes women.
Okay.
And that's just their preference.
Would you date a faithful bisexual man if you can't just say, babe, I'm bisexual, but it's me and you right now?
No,
Right.
I can't.
I'm not interested. I'm not looking at no men. I'm not trying to be with no men. It's just me and you right now.
But
This is
shit
it.
changed.
Could a bisexual man do that? Because he was hurt when she said she wouldn't date a bisexual man. But he's saying that I guess he's saying that he's a bisexual man, but if he's with a woman, he would be faithful. Just as he would be faithful if he was with a man. But does that make a difference, ladies? You know he hasn't had balls and stuff in his face. Does that make a difference, ladies? I'm asking real questions. Could you be with a man you know he didn't have balls and shaft in his face?
Right? What if you see somebody walking down Melrose?
Would I date a bisexual man? No.
Have
I
you
would
ever
not.
dated a bisexual man?
No, that would be an issue for me. I don't. Just my preference is not to date someone who is interested in the same sex at times or sometimes on Saturdays, whatever.
Or anytime.
I want you.
Or anytime. I love Jess Hilarious. I like Jess Hilarious a little bit more. Yeah, he's lying like he's a liar. Thank you, Miss Good and Plenty. That's the talk of a liar. I'm bisexual, but ladies, can you be with a man that just have balls and shaft all in his face? I hope not. Yeah, well, this was the conversation for tonight. Yes, it was.
Ladies, and black women especially, I have a genuine question and I want y'all to answer honestly. Not catty, not messy, just real talk, for real. Would you be okay dating a
His face is greasy as hell.
bisexual man if he told you that he liked both up front? I'm asking because
I think I'm just gonna have to walk around with ashy lips now. I don't know if I want to use my Carmex no more. I don't know if I want to use my Carmex no more, y'all. I don't know if I want to put my Carmex on my lips no more. I don't think so.
I know quite a few men, black men, who are bisexual. And a lot of times they tell me they feel like they can't be honest because women won't accept it or accept them. And I'm like, wait, really? I feel like there are plenty of women who will be open to dating a bisexual man if the man is respectable, honest, and not out here cheating, especially not on the low. But in the
How can you be a bisexual man? You can't be monogamous. I'm at a loss, ladies. What are these bidos is trying to hoodwink y'all? They trying to hoodwink you. What the
Black community, we don't really offer safe spaces for those type of conversations for these type of men. Most of the time, men just stay silent. Then women find out years later that he was with a man and then they feel betrayed. And I get it, trust me. If he told you like, hey, I've dated both men and women, but I'm only here for you and only you, would that be a deal breaker?
This is a reoccurring theme from these bisexual men. They keep saying that they can be with a woman and not cheat, just as if they could be with a man and not cheat. But the one guy was honest. He said he would cheat on a woman, but he wouldn't cheat on a man. What the? Ladies, do these videos scare y'all? These videos scare y'all?
Or not? And this is a genuine question. Please sound off in the comments because I had these conversations and I don't know what to say because I feel like if you're honest, you can find somebody that's willing to accept you because sometimes men do prefer both men and women. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to have both, but attraction is attraction. So they could be attracted to both men and women. No judgment here. Sign off in the comments. I just want to understand where y'all stand. Let me know so I can let them know. You know? Ladies.
These people are touched. These people are touched, y'all. These people are touched. Y'all real quiet now. Y'all, these people are touched, y'all.
I need women who date bi men to speak up. I need more of them coming out to have these conversations so these men can see that it's women out there who don't mind dating bisexual men. I need like a group of women to just call like, yeah, I don't mind. Or who if it is women out there, I need y'all to start speaking up. Like, what's tea? Like, what's going date? I'm hearing about them, I'm not seeing them.
You scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my car.
You scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
I really think that one thing that women messed up on is accepting a bisexual man. I really think that that's one thing we messed up on, which honestly, I can't even say we because I could never be with somebody that's bisexual. A man that likes women and men, I could never do that. That's just me personally. But I honestly feel like a lot of women have accepted the fact that of being in a relationship with a bisexual man, they have most definitely let too much shit slide. Like, it's never that much desperation out here to where you need to accept somebody that likes both.
I didn't say this, but I was going to say it. And I want you all to, I need to let, is a lady desperate for a man if she dates a bisexual? Is she desperate to have a man? Because there's heterosexual men out here. So is she desperate to have a man? Is that desperation? I'm asking. This show is for the ladies. I'm asking y'all. Is that desperation on a lady's part to settle for a bisexual man? Because I feel like a woman is settling if she gets into a relationship with a bisexual man.
Sex to where I really don't think that people understand the STDs that be going around and things that people be catching, and it's like you honestly think that I don't know. Like, my mind be going other places. I really don't even want to go that deep because I don't got time to be flashing with people on here. But I honestly think that women went too far with accepting the fact and being in a relationship. And like I said, accepting the fact that a man is bisexual and staying and being in a relationship with him. I'm sorry. Like, be mad at me. Oh, well.
Put them together and what have you got?
Are you ready for it? Somebody's got me feeling so
Okay. That's it for the bisexual men videos. She came up with a new word. Desperality. Is a woman desperate if she dates a bisexual man? Is that a sign of, I wouldn't say that it's a sign of desperation. I would say that it's a woman that's settling, because you won't be with a heterosexual man, but you'll settle to be with somebody else, somebody that you know they're not going to be faithful, and not being faithful is just a small part of it. They're going to not be faithful, but they're going to be having same sex sex. Y'all know we talk real here. We don't sugarcoat. Is that a sign of desperation? And to the women who are dating bisexual men, are you worried? Are you worried? And the reason I say are you worried is because regardless of if you think it's good or you think it's bad, men having anal sex is dangerous. Let's just say it for what it is. Men having anal sex is dangerous. It's dangerous. That adds a level of danger to your well-being. Camille said it's desperation. It has to be desperation, because you're settling for someone that you know is not going to be faithful. I mean, you may know. I'm at a loss, ladies. I'm at a loss. That's why we're having this conversation tonight. I'm at a loss. I'm trying to understand why a woman would date a man that has sex with other men. I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand this. Really, I am. Because it's dangerous. A woman that is dating a bisexual man, there's a level of danger. Yes. But it was passed from I have. Women can, you know what? And it's funny that you say that, because that was one I did women can pass sexually transmitted diseases to women. There can be women to woman transmission of STDs. I found that out. Yes. Women can transfer STDs, STIs, whatever you want to call it. There can be transference from woman to woman. I don't know about HIV, but I know that there can be STD, STI transference from woman to woman. I do know that. We're coming up an hour and 23 minutes in the show. Probably going to go for about 10, probably 15 more minutes. This was a good show. Women. I'm pretty sure that she got it from a man, she would have. I mean, I think it's a given that the woman got it from a man. I would think. I don't know. I would look at it as a level of desperation as well, Camille. And the reason that I say that I would look at it as a woman is dating a bisexual man is kind of desperate because you're dating someone that potentially could be putting your life at danger. But, you know, it's weird. But what's the girl, Tamar Braxton? Tamar Braxton is a spokesperson for PrEP, which is the drugs that some people take that is like an inhibitor or a preventer of them getting HIV if they come in contact with someone that has HIV. And I guess her thinking is, I'm in Atlanta. Everybody's not truthful. There's a lot of gay men in Atlanta. There's a lot of bi men in Atlanta. I'm going to protect myself beforehand by taking this medicine that can kill HIV if my body comes in contact with it. Is that worth it? That right there would make me think that she's dating bisexual men. If she's taking PrEP, that means that you think you are coming in. That means you think or you know you are coming in contact with somebody who is having same sex intercourse or sex with another man. That would be the only reason that you would take something like PrEP or something that you're taking beforehand that's an inhibitor to the person getting HIV. You take something like that because you know you're living or dealing with someone who deals with men. Yeah, why is she having, if you're in a situation, why are you having unprotected sex? Why are you having unprotected sex? Yeah, I'm gonna look the commercial. I think she's a spokesperson for PrEP. Tamar Braxton. Spokesperson for yeah. And they have it in I'm gonna put the article up. She talked about it in Essence. Professor reflects on her decision to take PrEP and encourages other Black women to do the same. Over the past weekend, my inbox and DMs have been flooded with messages tagging me in posts about Tamar Braxton revealing that she takes PrEP. From Instagram to Facebook, folks who know me and my advocacy quickly said, this made me think of you. And I guess the you is Brittany M. Williams, a professor, a writer, a speaker, and a personal PrEP user and advocate. Find her on IG at Dr. Britt Williams and Black Women's Health Imperative on Instagram at BLK Women's Health. That's women's with the S health. BLK WOMENSHEALTH. That's on Instagram. Now back to what she was saying. PrEP is a medication taken either as a daily pill or a bi-monthly injection. When used consistently, it's up to 99% effective at preventing HIV. Yet myths still swirl around who can and should take PrEP. Some versions aren't yet approved for use by individuals with certain types of anatomy. Not sure what that means. Like those who receive vaginal sex, which has led to the incorrect assumption that PrEP isn't for women at all. That simply is not true. PrEP is available to a range of women regardless of identity or anatomy. And it can be a vital tool in our sexual health toolkit. This is coming from a woman's perspective. Organizations like the Black Women's Health Imperative, BWHI, have long recognized the urgent need to inform and empower our communities through initiatives like I Am HIV Possible. BWHI is making sure Black women know their opinions and have access to the care that affirms their autonomy. Tamar's revelation disrupts outdated assumptions that PrEP is only for men who have sex with men or people who are out here like that. It challenges the stigma that says if a woman takes PrEP, she must be having a high volume of sex or living recklessly. But here's the truth. Women who saved themselves for marriage have acquired HIV. Women with one partner, married women, women living in small towns, not just Atlanta. HIV doesn't discriminate by zip code, relationship status, or sexual history. As a previously married woman re-entering the dating scene, Tamar is taking control of her sexual health in a world that still shames Black women for doing just that. That's bold and it's necessary. And not for nothing, let's say this out loud, Black women deserve sex that is joyful, pleasure-centered, and protected. PrEP helps make sure that's possible. It helps us experience intimacy with fewer fears, reclaiming our role as active participants instead of passive vessels navigating someone else's choices. Numbers don't lie. Of the 1.2 million people living with HIV in the US, 40% are Black. Black women make up more than half of all new HIV diagnoses among women. And while overall HIV rates aren't increasing, the burden on the Black community remains heavy. This is why Tamar's disclosure matters. It opens the doors for more of us to have real, nuanced conversations about sexual health. That's what we do here. But it can't stop here. At the same time, we're facing threats that put all of our progress at risk. The Trump administration has proposed eliminating CDC's HIV prevention division under the guise of cutting costs. But let's be clear, there's nothing frugal about ignoring prevention. It's much more expensive to treat HIV over a lifetime than to prevent it in the first place. And then it goes on. So yes, I'm still taking PrEP. And yes, Tamar reminded me this week that we won't find the lives or partners we want by hiding out of fear. We have to protect ourselves, advocate for ourselves, and keep naming what we deserve. Black women deserve access. Black women deserve care. Black women deserve truth. And Black women deserve joy. So she's taking PrEP, living in Atlanta. Okay, Dark Star said, what? Vince was very questionable. Is that up? That's that fat dude. I'm sorry. That's the dude she was married to. Yeah. Dark Star said, yeah, let's promote promiscuity in the Black community. I think that there's better ways to protect you than PrEP. There's condoms, abstinence. Unprotected sex is the best way to prevent getting something. The best way. The best way to not get something is to abstain from sex. But nobody's abstaining from sex. Let's be real. People are not abstaining from sex. Y'all know what I do. I have conversations. Sometimes the conversations are funny. Sometimes they're serious, and sometimes they're funny and serious. Tonight's conversation was one of those conversations. But in all realness, it's a very, very serious conversation. Women are dating men who are bisexual, and the women who are doing that need to take precautions for their safety. If a woman's dealing with a man that deals with other men, the man is having dangerous sex. I'm going to say what it is. Anal sex is dangerous. Anal sex is dangerous with a man and a woman. It's not something that I have done or do. I don't like playing in shit. It's not my thing. But to whoever else does what they do in their bedroom, that's up to them. But me, I don't play in shit. Now, with that being said, I always say on the sex show, have protected sex. That's what we need to do. Whether you're messing with a heterosexual man, a bisexual man, whether you're a man that's messing with a heterosexual woman or a bisexual woman. We all have to be truthful. We all have to protect ourselves. And we also have to protect the people that we are having physical relationships with. This conversation tonight was a needed conversation. I learned a lot of things tonight that I didn't know. And that's why I like having these conversations, because I'm learning on a daily basis. And I couldn't get through this conversation without a woman's point of view. So shouts out to all the ladies who came through and interjected and added to this conversation. I hope you all will come back Tuesday to the Adult Conversation with Maas. We talk about stuff that's pertinent to adults. I ain't gonna be on here jigging and dancing and I'm not doing all that over here. I'm gonna have real conversations. We adults. I'm a 53-year-old man. What I look like on here, buck dancing and bug-eyed. That ain't what I do over here. I'm talking about stuff that's gonna uplift us, whether it's enjoyment of life or spiritual realness. This your boy Maas Apeal. Y'all already know how I do on Friday nights. It's the sex show. This is what we do. We talk real shit every Friday night. Also Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm gonna be on some other days too, because I got to keep these watch hours back up. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Boy Maas Apeal. Everybody have a safe weekend. Stay in if it's cold. Get out if it's warm. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the people that's around you. Just have a good weekend. I'll see y'all soon. Ladies, you don't need no bye, man. Get you a heterosexual man. Quit playing. We out here.
Love Addicts Music Group.